Imagine a scenario where you have been on YouTube for the past years, number of years, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, or even 6 months, whatever. You've taken the pain, you've gone through the pain of building your subscribers and building your watch hours. You've gotten monetized, you've tested the sweetness of YouTube money, you're making money, cashing out big every month or every 2 months, as the case may be. And then you wake up one morning and find out that your channel is gone or is demonetized. You can imagine how painful, how frustrating that would be, because that might mean you're going to start again from the scratch, building audience, doing the slow and steady move that most of us, including me, are doing on YouTube. And most times, it is usually from one little mistake or the other. In fact, it's almost like a trend currently on YouTube where people's channels are getting demonetized. Anytime you open this YouTube app, you'll be seeing a lot of people complaining that their channels are demonetized, some because of inauthentic content, some because of reused content and all that. And imagine this kind of thing happening when YouTube is your only source of income. Maybe you're a young graduate and you ventured into content creation and you're lucky enough to get monetized, and all of a sudden this issue happens. Now listen, I've said this in one of my previous videos, my early videos on this channel, and I'm going to say it again. No matter how you try to paint it, what I have come to know, I've come to realize that this channel, this app, this YouTube platform requires and likes authenticity, originality, being organic, being your real self. Now, the AI has come to stay. We know it has come to stay. And many people are utilizing it to create faceless channels, doing a lot of things. And it's kind of saturating, like it has gotten saturated that people no longer show themselves, like people no longer show up by themselves. They use AI to create a lot of things, gaming, teaching, and all that, which is fine, which is perfect. But when you're doing that on YouTube, be rest assured, in fact, be ready that anything can happen at any time. YouTube can think that you are inauthentic. They easily would detect a mistake, detect a problem, a fault in that channel. Okay? And this happens, and this is happening, it's like a trend, like I said, on YouTube already. So you have to be very careful if you're on faceless channel. But that does not mean that faced channels are exempted from this. If you're doing faced channels, or even if you're very, very organic, like I'm preaching, you also have to be very careful too of the kind of contents that you make. If you're using reaction, if you're doing reaction videos, you're using people's entertainment or whatever to make your contents, be very careful, because most times YouTube frown at that. And you know that if you get a strike, another strike, and 3 strikes, YouTube will remove your channel. And if you get 1 strike, usually I think it's 3 months, 90 days before that strike will be removed. Now know that copyright strike is different from copyright claim. When I didn't know this difference, I was so scared. There was a day I made a workout video and posted with an audio that is not free, and I got a copyright claim. They just wrote copyright on the video, and I was just running around. I was like, I've damaged this, my new channel, my workout channel, Vicky's Exercise Diary, in case if you want to check that out. So it's different. Once you remove that audio, the copyright claim is gone. But copyright strike is when you violate YouTube guideline, like you have violated YouTube guideline. And how do you violate this guideline? There are a lot of things that you can do, authenticity, reuse content, and all of that. You can just be doing something without even knowing that you're going against YouTube rules. So I will advise that you go, if you're a creator or you're starting or you've already started, you're growing like me, go through the YouTube policy to know the places you are not supposed to tamper with, so that you don't get this shocker. As I imagine how I'm just trying to become a big YouTuber, and if I become that, and one day I wake up and I find out that my channel is demonetized it will pay me, and that's why I'm sharing to you especially if you're starting. A lot of AI channels are everywhere, faceless channel, faceless this, faceless that, which is fine, but just know that this thing can get you demonetized if you're not careful. Now, for the people that are already monetized, there is this thing called AdSense. It's like a medium of payments. Okay, you can go research more. I will research more and still come back, but from the little that I've done, it's like a medium of payments where all the earnings you've gotten or you are getting on YouTube will be paid into that AdSense account, and it requires a lot of verifications before you create that account. That's for people that are already monetized. Now, one thing that happens, like if you have someone like me that has 3 channels, some people link the 3 channels to one AdSense account. That's going to be a problem. Why I say it's going to be a problem is, in case if you have a problem with one account, all the 3 accounts that are linked to one AdSense will likely have issues too. So these are the things that you have to consider. For we that are yet to get monetized, we still have chances, we still have, opportunities to know all these things, and that's why I'm sharing. If you are close to I'm not close to monetization. Okay, but if you are close to monetization, this video is going to help you. So if you have watched this video and you find it interesting, if you find it helpful, just subscribe and then give me a thumbs up and drop your comments, and then share it out to someone who would need this video. Okay, so be very careful. YouTube is very, very strict. Like I told you earlier, it's one of the hardest platforms to grow on. You can grow easily on TikTok or any other ways. When you come to YouTube, you have to really put in the sweat and blood in order to make it. But trust me, if you make it and make it big, the kind of money you'll be making on YouTube, the ones I've seen other creators make, can actually sustain you, can actually build you an investment offline. So take it very seriously and don't tamper with it. Okay, thanks for watching. Like I said, remember to subscribe, like, share, and drop your comments. I will see you in the next video. For now, bye bye.